Hi everybody, I'm Pratibha Agarwal. I am an immigration attorney. I am based right outside of Washington, D.C. in Arlington, Virginia, and my clients are all throughout the United States. We help only with immigration matters, okay? So we help only with immigration matters. We do not help with cases that are not immigration, so that makes it easy. But when you think of immigration, basically it'll involve any time someone is trying to come to the United States or someone is trying to stay in the United States. It could be you, or you might be trying to bring family or employees from abroad. So we do handle all types of immigration, including employment-based cases, humanitarian cases where people are victims of abuse or victims of crime. We also handle family-based, of course. We can help bring your fiancé into the country. We can help bring your spouse, your parents, your children into the country. So if you have immigration questions, this is an opportunity for you to ask them, for you to kind of get to know our firm and have an idea of my experience, get to know me, to see if you might be interested in scheduling a consultation with our firm. If you have one-off questions and you're not ready for a consultation, I'm on here to answer those for you. So go ahead and put them into the comments. If you're joining me for the first time, say hello. I know we're streaming on several platforms here. Hi, Linese, nice to see you. Thank you for joining. We're streaming on YouTube, on Instagram. We're also on Facebook and on TikTok, and I'm going to go through some questions. So if you were just meeting me for the first time, my name is Pratibha Agarwal. I am an immigration attorney. I am based right outside of Washington, D.C. in Arlington, Virginia. Our clients are all throughout the country. So no matter where you are located, you can ask your question, and the law is the same no matter where you're located. So if you want our help, if you decide to reach out to us later, feel free to do so, because it doesn't matter where you're located. So one of the things to note is our consultations. We can be 100% remote if you want. If you want to come to our office, absolutely, you're more than welcome to come to the office. Our consultations can be completed by Zoom or by phone, which is Zoom is our most popular method of conducting a consultation. It's going to be kind of like this, right? Like when you're looking at me and talking to me, it'll be like this if you haven't done Zoom meetings before. But otherwise, if you are more comfortable with phone, that works too. And some of our clients do prefer to come in person, and we're happy to have you here in person. We are based, again, outside of Washington, D.C., excuse me, in Arlington, Virginia, and we help clients with all types of immigration matters. So we'd be happy to meet with you in person for a consultation as well. And at any point, we file cases without sometimes meeting our clients in person. So all of our conversations can be by Zoom or by phone, and you can mail documents that we need or upload them into your portal, email them to us, however you want to get them to us. So some of our clients we never actually meet, but we do have a strong connection with them, because clearly when we put together an immigration case, we have to be in frequent contact. Okay, if you have questions, this is an opportunity to put them in here. I come live. I try to come regularly. I'm trying to come more. It's one of my New Year's resolutions to do this more often and to connect with you guys more often. But I'm not coming on at the same time every day. So if you want to be notified, please make sure you follow our pages, like our page on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and our handle on all of the platforms is Agarwal Immigration. So that's Agarwal Immigration. So on all the platforms, you can follow us, like us, and you'll be notified when I'm on here, and you can ask questions. If you know others that might be interested in asking immigration questions, that might have a need to talk to an immigration attorney, please make sure that you share this with them so they can also get the help that they need in terms of immigration. Okay? All right, so let me go ahead and start off with some of the questions that I'm seeing here, and thank you for putting them in. I'm happy, I'm so grateful for all of you to join. Hi Rohan, hi Linese, hi Adelina, thanks for joining. Great, so we have a lot of folks here on TikTok as usual joining us as well. Okay? All right. So one of the first questions is, can I get divorced? This question comes to me so often. I can't even tell you how often I get this question, because we handle a lot of cases where we're representing someone who is being abused by their U.S. citizen spouse. Okay, so we represent people to obtain their own green card without the help of their U.S. citizen or their green card holder spouse. So that is called a VAWA case, if you're unfamiliar with that. We do a lot of these cases. And one of the questions I get most often from my VAWA clients is when they finally make the decision to file this case without their spouse, when they finally make the decision to try to gain some freedom, some independence from the abuse of their U.S. citizen or green card holder spouse, they then want to get divorced, right? So they ask me very often, can I get divorced? I just filed my VAWA application. Can I get divorced from this person, or is that gonna make my application unable to be approved? The good news is, absolutely, if you've already filed your VAWA application, you can get divorced and it will not impact your application, right? So VAWA is to help you gain some freedom, some independence, so you can file that VAWA application and later get divorced, even before a decision has been made. So it's okay to get divorced after you filed your VAWA application. If, however, you get divorced before you file your VAWA application, you can only file it within 2 years of the divorce. So that means, let's say you're divorced, you were a victim of abuse from either a U.S. citizen or green card holder spouse, right? So you're a victim of abuse, and your spouse is a U.S. citizen or a green card holder, and you suffered the abuse and you are now divorced. You still have 2 years. You have 2 years from the date of the divorce to submit your VAWA application. So that's something to keep in mind, and if we can help you with that, please reach out to us. We can be reached at 703-348-1663. Again, that's 703-348-1663. My team is available right now if you would like to give us a call and schedule a consultation. We would love to chat with you and get you on the calendar for next week. I think we're pretty much booked up for this week, but we would love to talk with you next week unless you have an emergency. And of course, we will make time for you if you have an emergency. Okay? Give us a call if you have any, if you want to talk more about your immigration case. That conversation will be 100% confidential. We won't share that information with anyone else that might inquire about your case or call about your case. So feel free to schedule that consultation, and you can do that by calling our office right now if you would like. Again, that phone number is 703-348-1663, 703-348-1663. If you don't want to talk to anyone and you want to go ahead and schedule right now, if you don't have the opportunity to talk to someone, you can go on our Facebook page, which is at Agarwal Immigration, or you can go on our website, agarwalimmigration.com, and you can schedule your own consultation. So you'll see my calendar, you can choose a time, and you can make the payment for the consultation and put in your information, and we will schedule you at that point, okay? So basically, you'll put in all of the details, make the payment, and you'll automatically have a block on my calendar for next week. Look forward to seeing you and meeting many of you. I have some questions here. Hi, Joseph Appa. You had a 485 interview in March and no decision yet. What can I do? So that happens, right? So when many times you have an interview and you have an interview and there's no decision. So number one, make sure that your address is updated with USCIS. So make sure that they have your current address if you've moved. Make sure you know. Make sure that you've submitted the AR-11. You can do that online or sometimes by mail if you qualify to do it by mail. So make sure your address is updated with USCIS. So any kind of change in your case status is basically something that you'll receive, right? You don't want to be at a different address because many times it won't get forwarded. So number one, check your address. Number two, you can call the USCIS Service Center, or you can check your online case status to see what it is. Most people, when they're asking this question, they've already done those things and they're, getting anxious to get a decision for their case. So that's the next step. So we make the inquiry. I usually start keeping a log of every time we make an inquiry. So every time we call USCIS, I have the date. I have what did I do? Did I call, or did I email, or did I submit an online inquiry, and what did I say? What documents did I attach? So I would say keep a log of all of the times you try to make an effort to reach out to USCIS. And when that doesn't work, we start reaching out to our senators, our Congress people, to see if they can help get some more information about why your case is delayed. So many times, these guys have a person within their office that helps with immigration applications, right? So they help figure out what's happening with immigration applications. You might go on their website, submit an inquiry through the website, or sometimes you can call the office and they'll direct you to the caseworker that kind of handles these types of questions. So you can provide them with your information, the type of case that you have, and they can try to help out. So again, keep that log, keep a track of all the efforts for trying to contact someone with immigration to move your case along. So you want to show that you've tried all these different things to move your case along. Nothing happens. Let's say nothing happens. So as a last case resort, you can sue the government for not making your decision in a timely fashion. So that's a federal lawsuit. It's called mandamus. If you research mandamus, you can look for that. It's a petition for mandamus. It's a lawsuit in federal court, and you're asking the government to make a decision on your case. So number one, make sure it is a strong application, because all you're asking for is a decision, not a good decision, a decision, right? So if it's approvable, it should be a strong application. So that's something you want to make sure of before you start filing for mandamus. Okay? If we can help you with any of these things, if you have green cards that are stuck, or if you're thinking about filing a green card application, to make sure that it's strong and that you provide as much evidence as possible, you can work with an immigration firm. We can certainly help you with that. Give us a call, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. We'd love to chat with you more about your immigration case. Hi, Jeff. Nice to see you. Great. So if you are just joining me, feel free to put your question in. Hi, Jignesh. Hi, Dave. Hi, Shiva. And I can answer that for you. Okay. How does VAWA help? This is another question. How does VAWA help you? How can it help you? So VAWA, again, for if you don't know what that is, it is for people who are, well, our most common VAWA case is for spouses that have been abused. So if your husband or wife is a U.S. citizen or a green card holder and they're abusing you, it doesn't have to be physical. It can be verbal, emotional, psychological abuse. You can apply for this application on your own. So one of the biggest benefits of VAWA is if you have a relationship that is abusive or hurtful towards you, you have independence through VAWA, right? So you can apply for a green card without your spouse through VAWA. If you qualify, you will get a work permit, you will get a social security number, and you will get a green card, and ultimately citizenship if you qualify. So I would say it's a huge benefit. It's a path to U.S. citizenship. You can leave the country, visit your home country, see family that you may not have seen for years. So it is a huge, huge benefit for people that qualify. So if you or someone you know is married to a U.S. citizen or a green card holder that's not helping them get their green card, if they're abusive or hurtful towards that person has rights to apply for this green card on their own without their spouse's help. The spouse will never be contacted as per the VAWA regulations. Okay? Give us a call if we can help you, 703-348-1663. You can also schedule a consultation on our Facebook page, Agarwal Immigration, or our website at Agarwal Immigration. Okay? Sorry, agarwalimmigration.com. And my name is Pratibha. My name is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I help clients all throughout the United States with all types of immigration applications. Okay, so don't hesitate to reach out to us, and I hope I get to meet some of you by phone, Zoom, maybe even in person. All right, another question on VAWA here. So who can be included as a VAWA derivative, right? So who can I include in my VAWA application? That's a really good question. So most of the time it's going to be minor children. So if you have kids that are here as well, so they may be with the spouse, well, clearly if they may be kids that you share with the abusive spouse, right? Or they may be kids from a previous marriage or a previous relationship. So those kids, if they're under 21, can be included in your VAWA application as well. So that's something you want to think about. It's a green card option really for you and for your minor children as well in most cases. Okay, give us a call if we can help you, 703-348-1663. That is not the only way to book a consultation. You can still book a consultation without calling directly from our Facebook page or our website, agarwalimmigration.com. My name is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I help clients all throughout the United States. Great, let me get to a couple more questions. How much is a consultation? Great. Awesome. So how much is a consultation? A consultation, we charge $150 for a consultation. It is 30 minutes long. I actually don't put a time limit on it. So if you need to talk longer, if you have a more complicated situation, we'll talk as long as you need to talk. And if I have a meeting right after, sometimes I will just schedule another time for you to come back on and talk as well. So I don't have a hard line on the 30 minutes necessarily. We do usually they're about 30 minutes, sometimes less than 30 minutes, sometimes more than 30 minutes. Okay, we charge $150. We'll go through all of the fees in the consultation. We will go through the process and we'll give you documents on kind of step by step what would be involved and what you qualify for. So for example, if you start on a VAWA case, or if you're doing a consultation for a VAWA case, we would kind of walk you through what our process is to prepare the application, how long it's going to take, who are the team members that are going to work on your case. So you'll get all those details, and then you'll go through step by step what to expect, one thing after the next, for the full 2.5-year process before you get your green card. Okay, but you will start seeing benefits usually within 2 to 3 months after application is submitted. So give us a call. If we can help you, we'll walk you through everything, and you'll find it very useful. I mean, most of our clients will find it very useful. Okay, give us a call, 703-348-1663. Marie, hi Marie, thank you for joining. You were saying I have a 19-year-old. I'm in the U.S. since 2000. I think I'm working, pay my taxes. Okay, if I apply for a green card. So first of all, I'm not sure if your son is a U.S. citizen, right? So if your son is a U.S. citizen, you might be able to apply for a green card through your son, but it depends on your entry. So most of the time, if you have to apply for a green card, for example, if you want to apply for a green card through your child, if they have to be 21 for you to be able to apply for a green card through a U.S. citizen child, right? So they can sponsor you. And another thing to think about is, how did you enter? So for your child to sponsor you, you have to have a legal entry with a visa. So that's something to think about as well. What was your entry like, right? If you don't have that, there are still options for you to have a green card through your son. So give us a call. We will talk to you about it, and we'll see if you're able to process that green card through your son while remaining in the U.S., even if you had an illegal entry. Okay, there are different ways to have that conversation, and you might qualify for that as well. Give us a call, and it's awesome that you're working and you're paying taxes. That will all help you in the whole green card process. So keep doing that, and you're doing a great job. I know how hard we all work, and we really appreciate that of you guys as well. Okay, give us a call if you would like to schedule a consultation, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. Awesome, and you can also do that on Facebook or our website, agarwalimmigration.com. My name is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration lawyer, and I help with all types of immigration cases. All right. Okay, let me see. If you have a citizenship interview coming up and you're very weak with English, writing, and reading. So don't think that you have to write like a thesis for the citizenship interview, right? You have to have some competency in English reading and writing. You might not be amazing, but you have to demonstrate that you can read a sentence and that you can write a sentence. So that is something that most people will need to do. Some people may qualify to have an interpreter and may qualify to have to skip the English reading and writing exam, right? So you have to qualify. There's an age requirement, and you have to be a green card holder for a certain amount of time. You may be able to bring an interpreter to your citizenship interview. So that's something to keep in mind as well. You might qualify for that. Other times, if you have language limitations, for example, I think we had a client at some point that had a lot of trauma from her childhood, and something in her brain prevents her from learning to read and write. So it's a medical condition that is preventing her from reading and writing. She will be exempt. She'll be exempt from some of the questioning, or we'll apply for her, I should say. We'll apply for her to be exempt. So there's a strong likelihood, as long as we can document it, we have a doctor submit information about her condition and how it impacts her ability to complete the citizenship exam. So there's waivers available for citizenship as well. So hopefully you might qualify for a waiver, but just keep in mind that the English reading and writing for citizenship is really something that can be doable even if your English is not perfect. Okay, give us a call if we can help you, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. I should know that we also represent you at citizenship interview. So if you hire us for citizenship, you'll have attorney representation at the citizenship interview as well. All right, Marie says, thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate your question. I have an EAD for VAWA. How long will it take to get a green card? So I have a VAWA employment authorization document. That's a work permit. How long will it take to get my green card? That's a really good question. Usually you get your VAWA work permit between 6 months to 8 months after you apply. Your green card should come usually about 2 to 2.5 years after application. Right, so usually if you just received your work permit, it'll probably be about 2 years before your green card interview is scheduled and you getting your green card. But getting an EAD through VAWA, that's huge. That's really awesome. And if you also got your social security number for the first time, I know that can feel very freeing for many of our clients. So if you would like us to help you with a VAWA application, if you'd like us to help prepare you for the green card interview, or if you have a request for evidence that you need a response for, we can help you with that as well. 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. Again, my name is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney, help clients all throughout the United States. Let's see. I have a green card for 5 years. Will I qualify for the waiver? No, you need to have it for either 15 or 20 years. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you for sending me all of these little emojis. I appreciate it. Great. I think I've gotten through most of your questions for today. It's so great to have you guys join me. If you don't already like our page or follow us on our social media platforms, please do so you'll be notified when I go live. You can hop on and ask your one-off immigration questions. I know how complicated immigration can be. I'm still learning new things every day with all of the complicated applications that we do. So it is pretty complex. We have a lot of immigration experience, and we do help clients with family-based cases, work permits, green cards, employer sponsorship, and also humanitarian cases as well. So we do handle kind of a wide, a broad array of different types of immigration cases, and we'd love to chat with you more if you want to have a confidential conversation about your case. Okay, again, my name is Pratibha Agarwal. Thank you again for joining me. Follow us, like us, share this with others that might have immigration questions, that might be interested in learning about immigration or their immigration options. All right, everyone, have a wonderful Thursday. I will see you again very soon. Thank you. Bye.